Okay, how are you doing? In this video I'm going to show you some Kung Fu training that I've put together based on, this is one particular kind of flow in essence, come together from many different flows, many different styles. I'm 41 years of age almost, and I've been studying martial arts since I was 12. Not just studying, on a daily basis, all throughout my life, training hard, training under a number of different teachers, different schools, different disciplines, karate, traditional martial arts, okay, kung fu arts, and kickboxing I've done, and weapons training. Anyway, my name is Richard Clark, and in this video I'm just going to show you a few simple training methods that I've come up with of some extra training you can do, okay? So hold on one second. Okay, let me show you a specific flow that I like to do. This is a kind of, I'm calling it a flow, but it's a kind of a structural tactic, okay? So let's go for it, okay? When I'm walking, okay, when I'm moving, I'll come with the crane. Now I've trained Wing Chun, okay, Yong Chun, and Tai Chi as well as Bagua. I've trained White Crane Fist and Tiger, Mantis, and no bullshit. Might sound like a joke to many people that don't know. You want to know, they said before people have said, if you want to know the road ahead and why is one of these quotes, ask those coming back. Here, we're moving. We can move with our hands in a certain way. With the crane's wings, very softly, like that, okay? We're flying through like that. We're going over and we're scooping like this now. Here, when I'm coming in, when someone's hands are coming to grab me and attack me, I come in, my elbow moves in. My body can slightly turn if I want to. It's an inner kind of block motion, like you find in Tai Chi, alright? And in Yong Chun, okay? So, what happens is, we're catching. And when we're doing this kind of motion, we're hooking with this part of your wrist too. When someone comes to hit me, I'm taking my body off the line of fire. If they're far away, I'm going to be here away from a distance. If they're close and the person's coming in like, what the fuck are you doing trying to grab my windpipe and kill me? What I do is I come here and stop immediately. This arm, this elbow, this whole thing here can stop against their arm as they come in and hit me. Do you understand? They're coming in. Because I move in rain, in time. If they've already grabbed onto me, I'm going to grab that hand and go across, twisting my whole waist motion, sink, bend my knees. And that goes against their elbow or their shoulder, and I'm pulling them in, locking them in. I can even grab their hand by coming from the side here with a crane's wing here, catching with the back part. I can choose to grab their hand, their wrists tightly, or just hook like that. Hook, okay? To catch, and this can go on the elbow, my hand, or pull them in. Pull them in. I can pull them into a knee. I can pull them into a back fist, elbow, or whatever. But the point is, what I'm saying to you here is, when the hand's coming in to hit me, this hand's coming in. Now notice what happens. This comes on top. The elbow's coming in. This is very soft, hooking. This hand is still facing their face, so I'm bringing them in. If their face is still open, I swing that back. Flick back to the face is vital points, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying do it. You can also hit back with your back fist, okay? Now, this hand here is still in control. I can come back there, chop, palm, whatever. Even my whole arm can come back and hit them in the face, nose, neck, whatever. As I'm coming here, when they come and hit me, same with this side, see? So it's like this, I'm coming. So here, this is here. You find this kind of techniques in the monkey system too. When the person's kind of hit me, boom, here. I'm coming, hooking against their wrist, even if their elbow's here, whatever it is, that their arm, I'm going to guard with my arm, so it's not hitting me on the center. Do you understand me? Same with the face. I'm going to move across, like this. Do you understand me? When the person comes to hit my face here, I can also go out, or low. When they come and hit my body, I can go out like this. I don't have to grab their arm and waste my fingers. I come out, and the outside of my arm now is moving out. And this part here, the back, here, is hooking out, so like that, like the wings of the bird. It hooks, I bring their arm down. This hand can come on top and hit him in the face, because he's coming in. There, it'll be a back fist, solid into his face. The reason I leave this hand open is if I want to get control of his hand, I'm going to grab his wrist. But I can also come back up and strike him. So I'm just moving his hand out the way as this one's smashing him in the face. This one can come straight back up into his throat. Making sure you bend your knees the whole time. That power of the waist and generating that power from your body as you crack him in the windpipe. I'm not saying do it, but I'm just saying, okay? Into the jaw. Whatever. This can also come straight up. Here. Another method of doing this is also when someone comes to hit me, I can come with whichever leg is in front, I can use either hand. I can turn my body if I need to slightly. I can open here. When he goes to hit me, now my palm is facing him. You say, what's a palm going to do? When someone's in close range, with all your body thrusting in, smash into the body, to the face, the jaw, the nose, trust me, it can do a lot, right? Yeah. But you can also come in, come back, claw with the tiger, or punch. So here, we can do a simple outer block and then punch, or we can catch. This hooks to his hand. So when he's coming to grab me here, come and hit me, I'm here, and that's pulling him in. So he wants to bring his hand back. He's going to pull your hand back too, into his face. So if I'm blocking him, and he's got that, it's like an arm wrestling thing. If he wants to bring his hand back, let it go, let him go back. Let him pull your hand into his face. Now when someone's coming, like I said in the beginning of this video, we can come in like this and capture. Look how soft this is, this motion. If I'm standing here, like feet about shoulder width apart, when I come blocking here, I can turn my body slightly in, here. Not too much to the side. All you need to do is put one hand up, two hands here, and you can push me over. Make sure that my hands are still facing on their center line, like in the center here of my body, like a katana sword. If I'm here, I'm going to make sure that my arms are not going over here, I'm still facing you. You're going to come and hit me, I block. If your hand's in between two arms, that's the problem, it's going to still hit me. I want to make sure my two arms can come across like I'm holding a katana sword or a stick or something here to make sure your arm is over here, my two arms are on the outside here. So when I'm here, look at the one hand here. When I go the other side, here. Notice how I put more weight on the back leg. But I'm still facing here, see? You find this in the mantis too. I'm here. What I'm doing is when I come here, when I come in, I can also scoop away. So when I'm just here, even subtly, if two hands are coming to push me, I can come on top and I can choose. I can put one down, one up. I can do this kind of thing, circling with my hands. I can twist, bringing your energy in here. I can come back out this way with an outer block out. This is where it comes from Wing Chun, you see. So here, also. But the point is, I'm circling. You can make very subtle circles. They don't have to be big circles. You see this in Tai Chi as well, big and small circles. When I'm coming in, I'm twisting with my wrists. I'm catching here. I'm going to try and bring him in with this wrist part here. You understand? Now, if I understand Wing Chun, I'm bending here. I'm not leaning over, straight back. We're not too stiff, but there. As I come here, if I see his face in range, this can come and strike him in the face too. This is here as a guard, it's not for show. If his wrist is wrist to wrist, see, I'm not going to let his hand touch my body. There's a distance between that. This is like a knife, strong. I can catch you with my here, or I can catch him like a tiger. I can block out here. This is in front. This is on the elbow. If he brings his hand back, I'm going to walk in and push back. He can take it packing. I might block down. He's going to hit my body. Just come down like that even. And palm with this hip power into his face. Or a punch like that. Through the dead center of life. Through the center of my center line. Notice how I sometimes bring my knees in like this. Like a Wing Chun stance. And turn. But you can just have it naturally here. When I do this technique, if I see his hand trying to hit me, I don't let it touch me. Before it touches me, I block against his arm. I'm not going to follow it or be too stiff. I'll be soft and go with the flow. He brings his hand back. I'm going to just whip that back fist out or go down. When his hand goes away, I might go for a low back fist. This is up as a guard naturally here from my reflexes because I've trained. Not just drills like, oh, I do this, you put your hand here for the sake of it. I'm here. I go low. You're going to hit my, someone's going to grab me on my nuts. I block low. This is here. I might come back with a double punch. This is here, coming through, not from a mile away. I come in. I come in and close the gap. If you're going to come push me, I might step on top like that. I might move your hand to the side. Come here. I might get both of your elbows and scoop that away. Scoop it away. See, scoop away. Like I'm scooping ice cream for the sweetness of life. No joke. You start laughing, then you get your guts and ribs punched out by a skinny man. It can happen, right? So coming in here, so we can cut on the centre line here, straight with these palms too. But the point is, when he's coming to hit me, I'm blocking. Here. Now if you've got two hands, you're going to come and hit me. And I block over this side. Your other hand can knock me fucking spark out like one of Manny Pacquiao's opponents. It's not funny. See? If my hands are too high, you bust my goddamn, I will be shitting my liver out. I will come out this way and block. This is here. Not for show, I can come out here. But the point is, you want to be able to draw. You want to have one low, one high. Don't trap yourself up, but here. One hand you can put on my elbow, one on my shoulder, and pushing your balance. I need to keep your root. I need to know how to feel the pressure. When you start to push this down, this one comes out to hit you. When you pull this hand, I'm going to let the elbow come. When you pull this down, I hit. And if your hands are raising up high, I let you do that, and then I hit you low. See? And I open like this sometimes, just open or close to cover my face or my body here, to block, I'm saying, not cover my vision, but here. And I can come like this, I can come like this, I can come just, like that out, there, here. You're going to come swing me, I block. But when you come in and hit me there, hit my body, I come in close. Not like this necessarily. Watch my hips turn, watch here. You see how I turn a little bit? So I'm still coming in. I'm going to get your elbow. I might use my whole palm on your elbow and control the elbow into your body. If I feel the energy still coming in, I will let it go past myself here. And this comes straight through into your face. I'm not going to try and block your arm down, then do a swing, because your other hand can come straight in and break my nose. As I'm coming in, if I'm going to block, if you're going to hit my body and I block down and I strike, it's a lot to take in. That's why it takes years of training, actual hand-to-hand training. When I come here, you're going to come to hit me, right? My elbow is covering. If I see your hand coming, I'm going to move across. You're going to come hit my body, I'm going to go down and guard like boxing. I come here. I'm here. It's like a monkey, right? I block. I brush you off to the side. You come hit me. This comes here. That comes there. That hits low. You've got to know when to be soft. Like, on your toes light, but also rooted with the stance. Same with the hands. You've got to know how to block. Do a solid strike. Bang! Strong forearm, strong fist. Boom! Grab him. Bah! Come, hit in the face. Power, not flimsy shit. But sometimes you've got to know to be able to be light and move. So here, I might scoop him away softly, and then the elbow comes in. Wow. Hit him and then come back. So you've got the circular motion. But it's important to work slowly at first. So you're working slow flows and gentle and controlled. So here, and these different techniques are useful. I can come on the inside. So he's coming to grab me, I'm going to bring my hands up like this, protecting on the inside. This can palm out. I might grab his head, whatever, I might headbutt, but you don't want him to headbutt you. Yeah. Coming in, elbow, see? Block, elbow, oh. Here, boom, boom. Don't stop yourself, obviously. Parrying to the side, hitting here. And then palms ready, facing. Or like this. Natural. Never turn your back to your opponent or put yourself between two dangers. Make sure you can see the opponent in front of you, and he cannot anticipate and know your movement and read your movements. You can see his open areas, know your balance and your center line. By studying the self, you'll understand the human structure that we are all similarly inhabiting. Understand balance, understand the science of it, and true nature, natural science. Now, watch this technique I'll show you here. This technique I'm going to show you here, I was going to show you anyway. Like this, okay? You can start from a punch or something. Excuse me for a second. You can start from a punch, like doing a punch, if you want to, in a natural stance, just standing here, put your hands up, do a punch, or you can just do it straight away, okay? The point is, when you're in a stance like this, a natural side-on fighting stance, come here with the body face on now, and hips and shoulders face on. A small stance, okay? Here, you bring this across, blocking, bringing his hand, when the guy comes to hit, you block, and then what you're going to do is go like this knee, okay? So it's a backhand strike for coordination. Keep your balance, sink your weight a little bit here. You can do it on the spot first of all, like this if you want to, or in a fighting stance. Basically we're going to keep switching. So the idea is I'm like here, and then I can just stay here, even just standing like this is okay. See, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm bringing his hand down into the knee, right hand, right knee, bringing this, hooking from the back of the hand. He's going to hit me, going to grab me. He's already grabbed, maybe I bring, but I don't turn to, but I can bring him here. Hit with this if I want to, even knee. But I sink, and I'm going to come straight forward, so here. And this hand comes together to his face. Now that could be a punch, but I don't want you to become too stiff, is what I'm saying. Okay? I don't want your hand to make your mind so stiff that your whole body gets stiff. Excuse me, get comfortable and do that. Now, after you've done that, don't go like this with the other side. After you've hit with this hand, or fist or whatever, when you do that backhand, loose, you're going to hook out and pull. This knee comes through the centre. Regardless of what stance you're in, this or there, just do it naturally, see? See? Don't arc the back too much, but don't be too rigid either. You can also do kicks like this. And then change it for a punch. But don't fall back on yourself. Base the other leg. Bend the knee when you're doing these leg techniques. Don't stand completely locked straight. Okay? Come back into a stance if you want like this. Okay? There. In. Then, up to you, see? So here, on the hip. This can also guard. And kick out. You can walk like this. Get used to walking. He's going to push me. I block against his wrist. This one's on top of his elbow. I can hit him. This is also a guard. See, I'm using this guard, so he's going to hit me here. I can walk into him now. Like in Tai Chi, see? We're going to catch out like this with the bird's wings, crane. And we're doing this here. This can not only go to the nose, but also to the throat here. Slightly up. More tension. Grab. If I grab his arm, this arm can come up and also crack against his elbow. From here I can strike him, kick, or even come back. This can also loop on top of his arm. If he's coming across, I can come here, come back with the elbow, the whole body coming in. Whatever I want to do. On the side, works too, from here, see? Okay. This side now, see? So I might do a punch, whatever's from here. I might come here, see, blocking. Here, see? See, here now. And then just walk with it naturally. Step back, elbow. Or step back, elbow. In a stance, guarding, not for show, to protect your fucking self. Coming on the side here, circle. He's coming in. Then I walk into him, circling his arms away. He's here, I parry, and I make my way in. You understand? Always can side kick to the ankles, to the legs. If he's going to come from any angle, you've got your big sphere of defense all around you, peripheral vision, and small, and the center. Control your breathing naturally. Let controlledness become to a more natural way of life in general, in your basic daily exercise and routine. Move naturally. Okay? Now, when the opponent's coming, what you're going to do is you're going to get ready into a certain position. Okay? So, make sure you're nice and loosened up. Your opponent's here. And you're doing these techniques. Right? See? Any time from here, I'm catching his arm here, hitting on top. I can also cover if I want to and come here and strike. Come here, straight, use my hip power here. If he's going to come here and hit my lower body, I'd scoop away, block, and this comes through with a punch. You see? Step over here, block and strike. Block out here and strike. Or strike, so I'm blocking and striking. Block here and strike. Block down and punch through, or palm through. Strong stance. Like you mean, we're not fucking around. And there. In any direction. I block out, my elbow is coming in to strike. I feel the space. I come in, blocking like that, or kind of like that, in, or scooping him away, and scoop him away, coming on the inside now, that comes the hook. Or coming here, elbow, opening his arms up, push, whole body coming in. And that's no bullshit. Learn control and feeling of blocking. Thank you for watching. Ancient traditional Kung Fu. All the masters did it, all the best teachers, or the best practitioners. They studied the arts and they also worked with their own ways of training to work many different methods of combat. The only way to become better is to become more fluid and free in the way of nature. In any structure of anything you're doing, not just following like a robot. Peace.